Good stuff.
So Congress will now have to hash out the 140-page budget plan.
So joining us now is Democratic Congressman John Adler of New Jersey to talk more about this. Welcome, Representative. What do you think people who make $250,000 or more should be thinking about how their taxes will be impacted next year?
Well, in my area, the people making that much money are very much middle-class people. They're hardly wealthy people, and they're worried, like so many Americans who own a business or who work for a business, that the economy's in trouble, that our government should be helping with tax cuts to try to grow our economy and get middle-class families able to buy some materials, buy some goods, purchase some services, and have our economy grow the old-fashioned way.
Congressman, so many of those people in that bracket are small business owners. It's not that they are wealthy individuals. They're not multimillionaires just, putting their money away in the Cayman Islands or something. They're putting their money right back into their business. They're too small to be incorporated, but large enough to be hit by this tax increase. How do you assuage their fears?
Well, I worry for them. I think right now we need to have those people have more money in their pocket so they can put more money in their neighborhoods, whether it's in their businesses or purchasing goods and services in their communities to grow the economy. So I worry that tax increases right now are so wrong in times of recession. We really should be looking at that as a last resort. Instead, find ways rationally to start cutting parts of the federal budget where we don't need to be spending money anymore.
So can I assume then that you're somewhat against President Obama's move to tax people who make $250,000 or more?
Well, I like a lot of what he's been talking about in the last few days. I like the fact that he wants to grapple with the health care costs that are burdening families and certainly burdening small and large businesses throughout our country. We're at such a competitive disadvantage with other countries where the government somehow subsidizes health care costs, and our grid companies can't really compete right now on a fair playing field. I like the fact he's dealing with that. I like the fact that he's accounting much more accurately than the previous administration about the outlying years in terms of what our budget costs will be. I like the fact he's talking seriously about restructuring our government in a way that makes it more rational for the long term. But when we talk about raising taxes in a time of recession, we know that Herbert Hoover did that. We know that Franklin Roosevelt talked about doing that. And that would be a mistake right now in this very deep recession. We cannot go in that direction.
Well, FDR did more than talk about it. He had he was making some progress in the Depression, although it was still a bad Depression, until he raised taxes in the mid-30s, and then it dipped right back down again. We got into it. I'm wondering how many people in the 3rd District of New Jersey, which you represent, are those small and mid-sized companies that are really going to be hit hard by this, that after all are the backbone of our economy?
Well, that is the backbone of my district for sure. I wish more people in my district made $250,000 a year, but enough do. This would set them back individually. It would set back their ability to hire more employees, to buy more goods and services, to purchase equipment, to expand to bigger facilities in their businesses. So if I think for my district, that would be going in the wrong direction in terms of growing our local economy. I think we should look at other ways to balance a budget going forward, but first to grow our economy.
Representative, I'm a New Jersey resident. Can you tell the Governor Corzine to cut taxes in some of the most taxed counties in the United States and New Jersey? We're down for the count here.
Well, I hear that, and I think a lot of people around New Jersey, a lot of people around the country are just staggered by the burdens they're facing, whether it's their mortgages or their taxes. We have to try to rationalize government to make it work for people and for businesses to grow our economy once again.
John Adler, fascinating stuff. Thank you very much, Congressman. Appreciate you being with us.
Please come again. Thank you. The big wheels.